Good morning. It's Al Robinson at First Trust Mortgage. It is June 11th. It's Thursday, and the message for today is around the do's and don'ts when you're thinking about buying a house or applying for a mortgage. Sometimes it may seem obvious to some people, but in the heat of the moment, it may not be that obvious as to what you should or shouldn't do. And we're talking mainly around your credit profile versus some other things. It's obviously you shouldn't quit your job, and I hope it's obvious that you shouldn't go out and purchase a new automobile. But there are some other subtleties that you may not be aware of that you shouldn't do, meaning that you shouldn't max out credit cards when you're doing that. A lot of times people go shopping for furniture during the home process. Sometimes a lease on a car will come up and they'll call and they're not quite sure what to do. So back to the same old message is to call your mortgage professional before you do anything when you're in that home buying thought process. And then some of it's common sense. I am going to link a document for the 10 things to do and not to do during that process, and I'll read a couple. It says don't apply for new credit, which may or may not be obvious. Stay current on the payments that you do have. So, meaning that if you have, a lot of times we'll have a refinance, somebody's going to close on the 15th of the month, their payment is due on the 1st of the month, and they don't make that payment on the 1st of the month. And for some reason, the loan doesn't close on the 15th, it closes on the 18th. So, those are things, pay the payments in advance, do what you've been doing. Typically, don't pay off any collections or judgments, liens, things like that, because that could cause issue by bringing an old account up front. We do have technology in the mortgage world that we can do some what if simulators, and if we need more score, we can say what if I pay this off or pay this down, and it'll tell us what the new score is going to be. Another one is back to consolidating. A lot of times people say, well, let me consolidate 3 credit cards and go to 2 credit cards. That may or may not be good. So it's, again, something to talk about your mortgage team about and go from there. I'll attach this document if I could be of help in any way. 954-415-6133. Have a great day. Al Robinson, First Trust Mortgage.